Hello, my name is Katie Gillespie, and I am a student. I'm an MOT student at the University of Texas at Tyler. And today we are going to be doing a baking recipe. We are going to be doing a cinnamon roll cake. Baking can be a very good stress relief, and it can also be very calming to some people. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to do is preheat the oven to 350, which I've already done, and then the next thing we're going to do is spray a 9x13 pan. So I have some spray, and we're just going to spray the pan, covering all the sides, and then we are just going to set it to the side for right now. So I have a mixing bowl, and I also have the recipe in front of me, which can be very helpful. It's going to be helpful if you have it printed or up on a phone. So the next thing we're going to do is going to combine all the ingredients. And the ingredients for this part is going to include flour, sugar, baking powder, 2 eggs, vanilla extract, milk, and a stick of butter. So the first thing we need is 3 cups of flour. So I have a cup. And we are going to do 3 cups of flour, so that's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, put the lid back on that. And then the next thing we're going to do is 1 cup of sugar. Okay, and then after you get your sugar in there, we are going to do baking powder, and that's going to be 4 teaspoons. So I have a teaspoon. So and 4. Okay, after baking powder is going to be 2 large eggs. Okay, let me just quickly wash my hands. Okay, after you do your eggs, it's going to be 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Then after the vanilla extract, you're going to add the milk. And for milk, it is going to be 1.5 cups. So it's going to be 1 cup. And then I have a 1/2 cup right here. And then after that, we're just going to give it a good stir, making sure that we get all of the egg broken up and everything well combined. And then it also calls for a 1/2 cup of stick butter, which is 1 stick of butter, and it calls for it being melted. And I already have it melted in this glass, so we're just going to pour it in and combine everything really well. Okay, so after you get all of your ingredients combined well, we are going to pour it into the greased pan. This already smells very good. Try to get everything off the edges. I have not made this before, so I am really excited about this one. Okay, then we're just gonna spread it all around into our pan. Okay, and then the next thing we're gonna do is add like a swirl on top. So we're gonna get a bowl and we're gonna do 1 stick of softened butter. I already kind of had some softening. So we're gonna do 1 stick of that. We're going to do a cup of brown sugar. If I can get it out. Okay, and the instructions say lightly packed, so we're not going to overpack it in our measuring cup. So we're going to do 1 cup of that. Then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of flour. And lastly, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Okay, and then we are just going to get a spoon and we are going to mix that. Really making sure that we get all of that butter really combined. After you get your cinnamon filling all combined, it's going to be a thick consistency, kind of like this. You are going to get spoonfuls and you are just going to dollop it on top, kind of evenly spreading it out. Okay, and once you get all your dollops on your cake, you're just going to take a knife, and it just says to swirl it as best as you can. Trying to spread all of the cinnamon around. And I'm just using a butter knife to do this process. Okay, so after I get the rest of this swirled, I am going to put it in the oven for about 35 to 40 minutes, and I will check it halfway through to see if it's looking good, and then I will show y'all the next step. Okay, so I just took the cake out of the oven. It is looking delicious. It smells really good too. It took about 36 minutes to fully bake. So we're gonna go ahead and do the last step of the recipe, and we're gonna make a glaze for the top. So the glaze consists of powdered sugar, milk, and vanilla. Just for time's sake, I already have the milk and powdered sugar in the bowl. It's 2 cups of powdered sugar, 5 tablespoons of milk, and then we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, we pour that in there and we're gonna get it all mixed up. And you just keep mixing until you get the glaze that you like and it's all smoothed out. Okay, so this is what our cake is looking like, and I have the glaze all mixed up, and we are just going to slowly pour it over. And the trick to this is you want to pour it over the cake when it's nice and hot, so it will melt and it will help it go all the way through to the bottom of the cake. Then I have a spoon and I'm just gonna evenly kind of spread it out some. And this is the finished product. I can't wait to give it a taste. Thank you so much for watching my video today. I hope that you try this recipe. It looks amazing. It says that you can eat it at room temperature or you can eat it now while it's hot. Either way, I'm sure it's gonna be great. This was a great way for me to kind of calm down and really just kind of slow down and be in the moment. So this is a great technique to do when you really just need a little calming. Baking can really do that. Thank y'all so much for watching.